So today's Japanese slang word, or I suppose I should say slang phrase, is "それガーチャーほんまごめんやで." Or sorry, I did a bad job there. Let me try that again. それガーチャーほんまごめんやで, which is a term that has been popularized quite recently. And it has been popularized through the efforts of a Japanese model, Imai Angelique, who you can see here. Now, this term is partially just a bit of Kansai dialect. The honma gomen ya de is just honto ni gomen nasai in the Kansai dialect. That's not really new. The new part is first combining it into a longer construction and the use of gacha, which is taking gachi and kind of extending it out into a new variant. Now, this was first really popularized when Imai went on the TV show Zeicho Haraenai ni Wake ga Aru, specifically the 8th episode, which aired on December 9th of 2023. In the run-up to this episode, Imai introduced this term to the rest of the staff, who were quite thrilled with it, as you can see in this video here. Indeed, Imai introduced it as a phrase that if you say it to a gyaru means you are absolutely sure to be forgiven. So the point of it is sort of a lighthearted, friendly apology for, say, well, the example that she gives is making somebody wait. Now, this phrase became especially popular with Kikuchi Fuma, who is on that show and is also a member of the band Sexy Zone, who found it hilarious, and it was ended up worked into the episode itself as part of the dialogue. Here it is. What's really important, though, is that Kikuchi decided to start using it outside of the show as well, and he is a very, very popular individual. Especially, he's part of a YouTube channel called Yoni no Channel, which has over 4 million subscribers. And look, I'm going to be blunt, the videos that I watched for preparing this video, for looking into this word, are some of the most boring content I have personally ever seen. But this is a case of me being out of touch and the children are right, because all the videos I'm talking about have 3+ million views, probably way more than the drama that originally popularized this term. And in a number of episodes, especially when he's going up on a mountain trip with other idols, Kikuchi uses it over and over and over again. Especially, he uses it with Ninomiya Kazunari of Arashi, as you can see in call responses like this. Other people in the car don't understand what's going on. They look it up, showing that they're not paying attention to the dramas that their friends are acting in, which is a bit awkward. But then they keep using it throughout the day, and then even when they do a live stream after, they start using it, being accused of using it over 10 times, as you can see in this one, with the other 2 members of the crew not really enjoying the term very much.
それガチャほんまごめんやで。それみんな知ってるんですか？これ二宮君が好きなんですこれ。おお好きなんずっと。
今日多分トータル10回以上言ってます。
全然言ってるっす。それガチャほんまごめんやで。
乗れない。
And indeed, I should stress that a lot of people don't like this term. I was turned on to it because someone on Twitter asked me to look into it, and they were clearly not a fan. I guess I'm the guy online that people ask Japanese slang about now. And I tried using it a few times at my house, and it ended up with my wife calling me uzai for the first time in our entire relationship. And I promise you I have been uzai before this point, but this was the first time it actually deserved that kind of mention. So do be careful. Some people are not big fans of this term. That said, it is super popular among the right crowd. Indeed, it's even spread into the K-pop scene. In particular, Johnny of NCT17 really enjoys it. He mentioned it in a birthday live stream, and he has even done the gesture on stage in live shows. But did Imai actually invent this term, or did she just popularize it? Well, I don't really know. She never claimed to invent it, and she definitely has been the key promoter. Indeed, she went on shows well before the Zeicho show talking about this term and trying to get people into it. This one, for instance. However, in looking up when people first started calling gachi gacha, I can't really find anything that is before Imai. I don't think she came up with it on her own. She doesn't say that she did, but people were not really doing it online. That said, there have been people since about 2007 changing the word gacha, as in like a gacha machine, into gacha, especially to combine it with gachi, which is of course what the new gacha means, in a sort of form of wordplay, as in a tweet like this. Since this became popular, I have a theory that the sort of gachina gacha phrase that was going around ended up with people just taking gacha and replacing got you with it, but of course I don't have any evidence. It's just sort of my theory. Anyway, if you want to annoy or delight, potentially, either the people around you, here's a phrase to use, and minimally, if you're walking around Japan and hanging out where younger people are, I hope this video helped you understand what they're talking about. And yeah, it's just a fun little kind of cute way of apologizing to your friends for something that you did. And of course, according to Imai, making it absolutely sure that they'll forgive you. See you next time.